Jacobus think that big labor needs to back off. Why back off, Cheri?
Well, they're making a mountain out of a molehill. They're making a bad situation worse is what they're doing. It's unfortunate for these workers. A lot of people go through it. But look, Walmart is giving them a pretty decent severance package. If they can't get relocated, they'll get first dibs on the jobs at the other stores. But the stores that are closing are high-performing stores. There's more than just the plumbing problems that they're talking about, it sounds like. So that'll be different jobs that'll be brought in for the repairs and everything that needs to be done.
Yeah, but one of the stores, the one in California in particular, was one that was the sort of breeding ground for these protests.
Well, yeah, but look,
you don't find that was a deliberate.
I can see why the timing looks suspicious, and I think that there can be some investigations, and in fact, Walmart should welcome it. But I think they're being very generous. This stuff does happen, and the stores are going to come back. They're high-performing stores. They're making them better.
Well, we'll
Those
see
jobs
about
will
that.
come back.
The plumbing problems might or might not continue. But Stuart Acuff, as our union guy here, I just want you to react to this response from Walmart's National Media Relations Director saying, and I quote here, "We don't believe there's any basis for an injunction. As we said all along, these stores were closed temporarily so we could fix the ongoing plumbing issues. Would be unfortunate if this group," that would be unions, attempts to slow this process down for our associates and our customers. What do you say?
Well, it's ridiculous. Walmart's got a long history of retaliation and intimidation against workers who try to form unions. They've got a long history of violating our nation's labor laws.
But Stuart, 3 of these 5 stores didn't have any protesters at them, ever.
They may not have had protesters, but that doesn't mean people weren't organizing quietly within.
Well, they must have been like church mice because no one heard them.
Well,
those 3
you know,
didn't
they
have
probably, but Neil, they probably were. That's what we have to do when we have an employer. When we have an employer like Walmart who regularly intimidates and retaliates against their employees.
All right, well, but
and
Lisa,
they're feeling the heat.
All right, I hear. But Lisa, didn't they just raise their wage? Didn't they just raise it?
Neil, this is ridiculous.
Just raise their wage.
Walmart is already paying way above the federal minimum wage, and quite frankly, it is asinine to think that Walmart would shoulder the financial cost of shutting down multiple stores just to punish 2,000 employees.
This company,
Get out of
company has a history of closing stores where there's union activity.
Neil, what we know,
Lisa, finish the thought. Lisa, finish the thought. Then I'm going to go back to you.
Neil, what we know is that this lawsuit, just like the protest, isn't about helping workers. It's about driving unions' left-wing political agenda and furthering unionization. Because the reality is raising the minimum wage.
No matter what Walmart does, you will not be happy. You don't trust me, you don't like them, but if they were to unionize tomorrow, you'd be very happy. It wouldn't be on this show.
And you know why? Because then workers would have a voice. They don't have a voice now. They could sit down across the table and bargain a contract if they were able to unionize at Walmart. You're exactly right, Neil.
They're already getting paid above the federal minimum wage.
Excuse me.
All right, you're both going to be disqualified from this contest. All right, so Cheri, where does this go? I mean, obviously, none of these stores reopens. Then
workers are getting screwed.
It could breed some cynicism there that Walmart's doing something
right now, it does not have the markings of retaliation. It just doesn't. I can see where the timing looks here, but everything else falls into place.
Excuse me.
Yes, 5
there are
stores.
Thousands of stores.
5 stores have more than 100 plumbing incidents. Now, it could be a situation. Look, if the unions want something to fight about,
they need a union plumber.
Let me finish a sentence, please. If the unions really want something to fight about, if you really need that fight, why don't you let them go in and inspect? And then if you find severe health violations because of the plumbing problems, then you have a whole new issue.
All right,
so
guys,
there
I wish I had more time, but you know, Stuart, I will give you the line that maybe they need a union plumber. That's not too shabby.
Yeah, we need a union plumber.
There we go. There we go.
And they're feeling the heat.
All right, there you go. All right, well, we'll let that one go because it was pretty clever.
Neil, it's great to talk to you.
Same here. You're all very good at espousing your views.
Neil.
And we save time by talking over one another, which always helps. Thank you. Meanwhile,